Have you been trying to make changes in life, but it seems like something is holding you back, or nothing is working, or you just feel really unsatisfied or unhappy with your life experience in some way? Maybe you know all of the laws of the universe, the law of attraction, the law of reciprocation, all of that. You know all of this. You know you have a spirit team. You know that you have guides and angels and higher level beings on your side. But maybe you've even been trained in some type of energy healing modality like Reiki or chronic healing or sound healing or something like that, and you've started to work on yourself and you've started to develop yourself, but it doesn't seem like you're getting anywhere. So that's what I'm going to be talking about here today. Today, I'm going to explore with you how to live in integrity, how to live in harmony with your spirit, with your highest self, so you can live this life experience that truly is rich and meaningful and fulfilling. And it doesn't feel so heavy and like you're trudging through thick mud, or it doesn't feel threatening or traumatizing, like every day is just another trauma, like what's gonna happen today. It's not a fun place to be, right? So you have that power inside of you already. It's already fully there, fully intact, right in this moment. However, you have to be in a whole different state of consciousness to have access to that. You have to be in a whole different way of working with energy and what comes up in life and your own self and how you align with your own higher self energy, consistency, right? All of those things are key to actually unlocking that power. If you're hearing this video today, I truly do believe that your higher self, your spirit team, however you want to relate with that, brought you here. So welcome. At this point in time, you have to get honest with yourself. And I know that that seems scary, but I promise it's not as scary as it seems or sounds. It might not be easy, but is it easy living a life experience right now that is not in alignment with your highest and greatest good? So it might not be easy, but it's liberating, and I believe it's worth it. So, how do you get your head back to a centered place? And how do you get out of your head into that dangerous neighborhood of being in your thoughts alone? And how do you actually get aligned with what is going to be your highest and best timeline? What's going to actually get you into living and breathing this life that you love? That time is slipping away every day that you don't move towards. Well, yeah, you have to get out of your head and get into action. There's no way around that. I don't sugarcoat. I want you to take a look at everything in your life right now, and this is just for you. You don't have to tell me, you don't have to tell anyone. The only person you have to answer to is yourself. But you have to get honest with yourself. So take a look at everything in your life right now and honestly assess what is not working. Maybe this is something with your job, your creative work, your living situation, your family, your relationships, your friendships. So all of those things, even down to the things that you use in your shower or the kind of soap that you use to wash your dishes. What is working? What is not working in your life? That is first and foremost. And a lot of people in spiritual communities, it's like they don't want to ever look at what isn't working or what's negative in their life because they're afraid they'll attract more of it. But negative energy is powerful in this way that it's powerful to identify what is not working because you're much less apt to continue that behavior when you've already looked at it and said, yeah, this doesn't resonate. So you have to get really real about this first because you can do this. You fully can do this. I know it's scary to think about. Well, what if I let go of some things and I never get anything back? What if I let some things go from my life and then I'm just here all alone? You have to trust that there's more to life than that. Smash that right now. Demolish that way of thinking because what would the you that is sitting here right now watching this video tell the you a few years ago before you let go of something that wasn't helping you at that time? Think about that. Probably yourself now would encourage you. So think about what is your future self watching you in this moment telling you for encouragement. You can do this. I believe in you. Really reflect on that. So let me tell you a story from my own life. You ever have one of those moments where you're putting so much energy and love into something? You're pouring your heart into something, into a community, into a friendship or a relationship or whatever it is. And you realize that whatever it is that you're pouring your energy into is not meeting you halfway. And they're just not meeting you there. So recently, I mean, this was probably close to a year ago, I found myself in a situation like that. And I was showing up, I was being present as a part of a community, and I was offering my support. I was investing a lot of energy and time into this group, thinking, surely I am going to be respected for all of my energy that I'm putting into this, and I have good intentions and I want the best for everyone. So of course that's going to be reciprocated, right? Well, not really. They didn't. And so that's where this inner conflict kicked in within myself. I Part of me wanted to keep going and keep doing it because that was what was familiar to me at that time. Uh, and part of me wanted to keep believing that if I just kept pouring my heart into this community, that if I just stayed patient, everything was going to shift. But day after day, I was pouring my energy out and not getting the reciprocation. Actually, the person in charge of these was actively discouraging me. So deep down, I did know better. Like, deep down, I had gotten this intuitive sense about this person from the beginning. So I already knew deep down. I felt that familiar pull of knowing that I was overextending myself, giving way too much of myself, too much of my energy to people that did not see me and skillfully respect me. And I was making excuses to myself for that lack of reciprocation, let's say, because I cannot pronounce the other word, reciprocity. Um, so I wasn't really angry, but it hurt because I was putting all of this energy into this community, and it almost felt like I was not even appreciated or wanted there by who ran it. So I left because I realized I was holding space for someone who wasn't holding that same courtesy and respect for me. So I respected myself and left. So I had to ask myself, why was I choosing to invest my energy where I'm not being met halfway? And more importantly, what is going to happen if I redirected my energy back into my own self and my own energy and potential? I was staying in that friendship and in this community because I was afraid. I hadn't yet seen the possibilities of what would happen if I was no longer putting my energy there. So I left those communities, and almost instantly, I felt this huge rush of energy coming back to me. This energy of vitality, of this knowingness, this openness that I did the right thing. That was my confirmation. So I felt revitalized. I no longer felt this nagging pull on my energy field. So I was so thankful for that. And I was so thankful that I did recognize that and I did leave those communities. And I didn't need to have a big announcement about this. I didn't need to talk to anyone really about it because I knew deep down that was aligned for me. And it doesn't make the other people wrong or that they owe me anything. It just wasn't in alignment because I saw where my energy was going into this and it wasn't getting reciprocated. So it was kind of just draining my energy, for lack of a better term. It wasn't aligned for me. So, where in your life are you feeling drained? Where in your life are you feeling like someone is siphoning energy from you? Or where do you find yourself feeling really triggered and really angry and upset and irritated? Where in your life are you feeling that you're not getting that reciprocation? Ask your spirit guides to help you. They are there for you. Ask your guides, ask your angels, ask your higher self to help you and to stop whatever it is that is not working. And to show you how to do that, not just to leave you high and dry, but ask for their assistance to show you a better way. And stop living in this abandonment of yourself is really what it is. If you're letting someone or a group of someone's drain your energy, that is not respecting you. So, how do you stop living in that abandonment of self? How do you stop over sacrificing yourself and over giving to people that don't deserve that? Not saying that they don't deserve good things in life, but share your gifts and precious wisdom with people that recognize that and really value that, not people that make you question your reality. Where are you not using your divine gifts in your life that you could be? Where are you not in your own flow? It's all of these little energetic leaks that are actually the big leaks because they add up. Those little energetic leaks create a huge ass void of energy. And that void of energy widens over time. That gap between where you are and where you want to be widens. So, facing this head on is absolutely so freaking important. It's so much easier than ignoring it, also. Because when you ignore it, there's just problems that keep piling up and piling up. Yeah, it's not always comfortable to let go of things that are not in alignment. But what is more comfortable? To keep staying in that situation that just is not working for you, or keep getting depleted and never getting to where you've always known that you could go? Does that make sense to you for your life? Ask your higher self to come in. Get quiet, listen for the guidance. But the real guidance is how you feel. The real guidance is your vibrational set point. The real guidance is your energy, your feelings, your emotions, most of the time. So look at the sum total of your experience. Are you feeling shitty most of the time? Or are you feeling inspiration? Are you feeling openness? Does your life feel authentically loving to you? Does your life feel like it gives back to you what you give to it? Are people seeing you and skillfully respecting you? Because if you're with the wrong experience and you're with the wrong alignment for you at this time, it's going to keep you in misery, because that is your guidance system telling you, get me out of here. Yes, you deserve so much better. It's time to come back down into your own center of consciousness and really connect and feel your divine support system, your spirit team, your higher self, those who do see you and skillfully respect you. You're not alone. You never were alone. You never were meant to do it alone. We are social creatures. We are meant to have our lives interlocked with one another. Doesn't mean that we're not sovereign within that, but we need each other. Connecting with your own light and true self. Some people like to avoid the truth of their life experience, of what's not working, and avoid negativity. But recognizing what's not working is just as important as recognizing what you do want. and recognizing what's not working and going towards what you're going to try that feels aligned, like it's going to work. That needs to be dialed in for you. And you're the only one that can dial that in. You have a really amazing life experience available to you at every moment. It's available to you right now. It's waiting for you right now. Once you get out of the things that are not working, you get to the step towards the guidance and the support that you do need, my friend. You don't have to do it alone either. So once you get rid of all of those things that really are not working in your life, or even just admitting that maybe this isn't working, you're starting to create space for what does work, what is aligned. I was reading this study a few years ago about dating, and they said the number one indicator for if someone was going to be successful in dating is actually their ability to say no. That was the number one indicator that they were going to meet their partner that was aligned, because they knew when to say no and not waste time on things that weren't aligned. But does that apply to business? Absolutely. Does that apply to friendships, everything else in life? Absolutely. Because that's taking up bandwidth within you for something that you already know that's just not aligned. So why do it? Why put yourself through that? So you've identified what doesn't work. So you're going to be less apt now to keep making these same mistakes over and over again, because you see how it's just going to replay the same old tape over and over again, the same outcome. Maybe next time you think twice about a person with similar energy of someone, or a similar situation of something that didn't work in the past, and you have that moment of pause to say, oh no, I'm not going to go down that road this time. I'm not going to go onto that timeline this time, because I know how it's going to play out. I'd rather just stay here in my center and wait for something that is more aligned for me. So you start to know what is and is not going to be a life-giving and fulfilling experience for you. What's going to be a good use of your energies. Then you have a clearer head. You are calmer. You have more space to respond. You can step towards that guidance and direction. And an acronym using the letters of God, G-O-D, is good orderly direction. So you can think of God as just good orderly direction. So go towards that. Find where that's at and follow it. Move to it. Then the second part here is just figuring out, what in the heck do you want? What do you actually want with your life? You're in charge. You want people that are good for you, that are good for your soul, that fill you up, that replenish you instead of deplete you, that reciprocate the energy that you put forth, and making time for the things that do align with where you're heading and what you're healing in your life. And it isn't some big, scary thing either. It's true alignment. It works itself out. It happens a little bit, a little tiny bit at a time. You don't get all of yourself back overnight. You get little pieces back, one at a time. The more regularly that you check in with yourself and assess, okay, what's working, what's not working, the more clarity you will have, because you don't need someone to tell you. You don't need me to tell you. You don't need anyone to. You already know what's best for you. You already know what's in your heart. You have the answers. So start seeing both sides to your life experience. It's not a dirty word to say that something's not working. There's things that are aligned and things that are misaligned. That's okay. That's life. Doesn't mean they're right or wrong or good or bad. But where are you going to channel your energy and focus and attention and love? If something feels heavy, that's probably not aligned. If it feels light and exciting, it's probably aligned. So your body is constantly guiding you to your highest good, but you override it, you ignore that. So really start tuning into that, start listening. Your body shows you what is what. So stop overriding this guidance. Your guidance system is telling you, because that's betrayal of yourself when you override that. Betrayal of you. And then you don't trust you. That's a recipe for resentment of yourself and others. And I don't want that for you. I want you to get this. You have one go around in this body to enjoy, to live, to experience fully. I fully support you in this. I hope this was helpful, and we will talk soon. Feel free to subscribe if you want. Feel free to like the video and share with the other souls that you know that are on a path to growing and being the best they can be in life. And share this with anyone. Take if you need. Share with your clients. Share with your family. I'm here for you. I'm here giving you information to make your life better. So let me know in the comments how this landed for you, what's going on in your life, and all my best. We'll talk soon. Bye.